Mummas, a happy Friday to everyone, and we have got some fab amazing gifts for you today. Patsy. They're pouring their Prosecco right now, ready for the podcast. So we would like to welcome you, the owners of Fusspots. And Fusspots.
Thank you. Welcome.
And Fusspots is our favourite shop, isn't it?
Shop. You resell designer goods, don't you?
Yes, we do.
And it is one of mine and Paisie's favourite shops. We have lots of designer stuff from you guys. And
yes, you do.
We would like to welcome you onto the podcast today, because we was talking about me and Paisie was saying how lovely it is to see a family business and a family business grow together, us being sisters, you guys being sisters. And I think for us, we wanted to hear your journey, and it's a lot about empowering women.
Always, definitely.
We started with Sarah and Susan's mother, Barbara. She's my sister, and she and a friend had an idea about selling clothes that have been used, but maybe the kids had outgrown, but they were perfect. And then it moved on to adult clothes, and then they took...
Oh, we did prams?
Oh, we did prams. We did prams, baby furniture, cots and all sorts of things. We had a shop out in Mitcham for a while.
But
with high chairs and all sorts. And then it kind of changed track a bit. Barbara cleverly thought of the idea of, well, how about selling rather special clothes? Maybe things people had been wearing to a wedding or the races or something like that. So that's kind of the roots of it.
But how it actually evolved.
Oh, right. Well, this is talking about women supporting women, right?
Yeah.
Dad went out and bought a motorbike and didn't pay the electric bill. And Mum thought, well, this is funny, because there were power cuts on at the time. When he came home with a motorbike, she chased him around with a walking stick. Do you remember it?
Well, talk about priorities.
Thumped him one.
Couldn't pay the bills.
So I would never rely on a man again. Now, they were married as teenagers. They're still married now. But Dad knows his place.
Yes,
he does. Amazing. Yeah, so was it that made your mum set up the business?
Yeah. She had this idea, and then she had a neighbour who was very wealthy, and she said, "I've got some clothes that you know we could sort of start selling clothes." And
they used to.
That's how it came about.
They advertised for death jobs in the Jewish Chronicle. So when a lady had died, they'd go and do the death job clearance, and she calls it that. And if they were good, she'd call it bingo. Yes, and then they'd flog it all down at Deptford Market, where we were little girls.
Yes.
And Mum made enough money to send us to private school, but she used to go and pay in 2p's.
Yeah. But looking back, there was definitely a stigma, because it was all about, your clothes have been used.
Until they...
I don't wear clothes that are second hands and somebody's put their bodies in them, and but never realising that they were so wealthy, these ladies. They often bought these items and never had them on their backs. And really, really top-end labels. And I think... And how did Fusspots come about?
Well, I think with Mum's Jewish heritage, she really played on that. So the Jewish Chronicle connection came in, and the Jewesses of North London love Mum. To this day, they love her. They ring every day.
Very loyal.
If you say you're her daughter, you're in. No problem. And a shop became available in Oxted.
Yes.
And Mum got out the car, and I saw her friend the other day. It's a true story. She went... It reeks of money. And that's how Oxted came about, and she got posher and posher. And Mum's posh friend said, "Barb, you're such a fusspot." And that's how it happened.
Yes.
And I managed the first shop.
Yes, you did. So two sisters running the first shop, and then who would believe that the children...
never believe
sisters.
Like 50 years on, I'm still sitting here with my nieces, still in Fusspots.
Still in Fusspots? She's
Amazing.
never left, apart from briefly, didn't you,
Yeah.
when you moved out of the area.
I had my own business and went on another track, and the shop was managed
back
by someone else, but I'm back.
And it's the same as the original Jewish ladies that supported us and provided us with the clothing. Now it's their children. So similarly, it's gone down a rank to the children that are supplying us. And then those original old guard customers coming in, their children are now coming in.
Yeah.
So this idea of a circular economy is forever
It's generational,
repeating itself, and it's quite incredible, actually, isn't it?
All these years.
Yeah, and we have customers, honestly, that have been shopping with us since day.1.
Yeah.
They are still coming in now.
Their children,
huge
the grown-up
supporters.
children that came in as babies in buggies. It's always been wonderful business.
But I think just as in the early days, and actually it wasn't, I guess probably about 20 years ago, I still felt that there was this stigma that we worked in a second-hand shop.
Yeah.
That's how it was presented to us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you work in a second-hand shop. And you just knew that they were implying the word charity.
Yeah. Until they walked in.
Yeah.
They looked at these beautiful, fragrant cashmere, silk, satin, beautiful clothes, all come from very good background, barely used. It just turned the light on.
I was in downward dog at yoga and someone said, "How's your mum's charity shop?" She said, "Judging by the look on your face, it's not a charity shop. Are the things donated?" Well, you know how expensive and posh it is in here, but still a quarter of them.
And now, of course, it's probably, I would say, probably in the last 7-8 years, now it's the most popular thing to do, and so many people are jumping on the bandwagon. And even shops like Zara, they're jumping on the bandwagon.
And recycling's become a new word, hasn't it?
It has. It has.
And everything we can do to recycle.
And it seems to be the most popular thing now. So we seem to be up there with the cool kids. But we were, well, our mother and Auntie Pam were the originals.
If someone said to me, "Oh, you were the posh girl at school," I said, "Look, love, I wore second-hand clothes and lived in a rented house. It's all an illusion."
Well, do you know what as well? The economy, like you said, has changed so much. And like even me and Paisley growing up, we never was born into money or anything like that. And you know, my mum used to shop in charity shops for us, like when we were young.
Of course.
There always was a stigma. And I just think now the world and the fashion world has changed so much.
Oh, hugely.
It's about recycling, and I think that's what you're doing as well. But very good quality clothes, and that's
different as well. The whole quality fit's different. And I remember being a teenager and going up to Topshop. And Kate Moss, she was my idol, and she I think she made it fashionable as well, didn't she? She loved the vintage look, the second-hand look. And I used to go up there and get all the bits, the second-hand stuff, vintage stuff from Topshop at the time. And I didn't care what anyone thought. Anyone used to say, "Oh my God, you've got Gucci shoes on," and I was like, "Yeah, I got them in." I never told people I got them from like charity shops, but I go up to Chelsea and get all the bits. But it doesn't matter where it's from. I think if you've got a good quality product, you know, and what you're selling is amazing as well. I come in here and it's like jewels, and I just want to buy everything.
I think when newbies come in, perhaps the people that haven't been following us on our live videos, but when they come in, their eyes literally dart all over the place. Their eyes are on stalks. They're looking around. They just can't. Where do you begin? It's lovely to see their eyes light up, and then actually on closer inspection, it's the labels that stand out, because we don't do high streets. In fact, the only high street label we sell actually is Me&M, and it's because it's a very classy brand. It's quite unique in its styling, and it just seems to be a popular brand
and
that we've
taken
taken
on. Not in many high streets anyway, so I wouldn't worry.
Rixo's another label, but mainly it really is the top brands. It's the Pradas, the Miu Mius, the Erdem, Celine, all those top labels, Dolce & Gabbana, Manolo Blahniks, very, very high end, and we that's the key.
A lady just knocked on the door. She said, "I've got a load of Jimmy Choos for you." I said, "I'll be closed." So
missing out on the Jimmy Choos.
And the thing is, she was on crutches.
Oh no!
I said we only sell them in pairs.
Yeah.
We're seeing Tuesday they've got so we can buy them.
I know.
I don't tell my partner when I come home. I hide the bags. The other day, very merch, the Valentine's coloured one. I just could Chanel glasses, but yeah, I think it's great.
I know, and actually, the other thing is that I always say to customers, you know, if the bill comes fairly high bill, and I said, well, it wouldn't even have bought you one of those dresses, would it? What have you got on?
No, you're going to have to dance the catwalk soon.
Oh,
like,
you know when you walk
the catwalk going in and out. When it's, I just, my eyes light up when I come. And I always say to people, if you're going to get me anything for birthday, just get me a voucher, because at the end of the day, you know, why are you going to spend 15 grand on a bag when you could get it?
Oh no!
Yeah. And actually, all your stuff is impeccable condition. Like,
yes, it is.
Yeah,
it is. It's so, I know that's so anybody who loves designer stuff like me and Paisley love it, because the quality is just amazing. Now everybody knows the secrets of where we buy it from. We're releasing the secrets.
It's about the money you've saved. You know, you're not spending astronomical amounts of money when you come here, but you know you've got a really high-end branded thing. She's teasing you. That was a key ring, a Chanel key ring. She was flaunting at you, and you know it gives you a good feeling, doesn't it? Because it's all about the quality and the cut. People that say, "Oh, I don't know what," you know, that's their Hermes earrings.
Oh my God, please get down there.
Yeah, and all the clothes are dry cleans before they come in. And a lot of them, that certainly those people that follow us on Instagram when we do our lives, you look at the items, they're brand new with tags. They have never been worn, and the shoes are incredible, aren't they? The only thing is shoes don't fit everybody, but then sizes.
But bags do.
But bags
fit
do.
everybody.
Bags fit everyone.
Bags and coats are my favourite, unfortunately. I had to come in the other day, didn't I? Because I was like, girls, I've got to get rid of all this designer stuff. And then, because I was moving house, and then I came out with another 2 items. I was like, oh my gosh, Isla.
That's the idea.
Always happens.
But, you know, the other thing is, if you bring your high-end labels into us, if you haven't worn them, as you girls did, we can sell them on your behalf. When you come in, you can grab yourself a nice Prada or whatever it is that takes your fancy. Then if your items have sold, you're going to have money off in lieu of that item, aren't you? So it's a win-win for everyone.
The bank of fusspots.
Bank of fusspots.
We say to people, you know, we've got money here for you, but we don't actually want to give it to you.
No, the idea is we keep reselling. Keep that circle going.
That's what we love. So you ladies as well, you both got children, haven't you?
Yes. And grandchildren.
And Sarah's got grandchildren.
You've got grandchildren as well. Oh my God. So how did you, when you was like, how old were you guys, if you don't mind me asking, when you took over Fusspots?
9 and 10.
Oh, 9. Well, when we were kids, 9 and 10. I mean, we were brought up on this business, and it's funny actually, because you intend on going into another career, but somehow or another, because this is part of our
DNA.
It is part of our DNA. That we were bound to actually end up taking over the company. So we were here when we were young. Then we went away and went to university, and then we came.
Kids, I had you playing in the background. Mum worked.
That's right. So when we are in our 8th year of, because we took the business over from our mother 8 years ago. She can't stay away. So every Saturday she's in the shop. She's here welcoming everyone.
But you want to know how we work with children, don't you?
Yes.
How did we work in the company when we were bringing children up?
Because they were our mother's grandchildren, so they were put first. If you think about it, they were our mum's grandchildren. They just put just put our children first.
I love it.
That was it. That's all I can say.
And we do have an elder sister. So when my children were younger, our elder sister, who wasn't part of Fusspots, looked after my children. And she was amazing.
I looked after your kids,
and you did
sure
as well.
Yeah,
we and you did.
Yeah.
And in the family, yes, always looked after by family.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
So do you think your children will take on Fusspots after you guys?
No.
They like the clothes. They like the stuff.
They love the clothes, but I think they've seen it, they've lived it, they've breathed it.
The night is still young.
And yes, it is actually, because we said the same thing.
Yeah,
didn't
we're
we?
not doing
It's
that.
really hard work, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's sounding, but it isn't simple at all. It's flipping hard work.
Yes,
you do a good 8-hour day here. You won't.
Yeah,
and it's physical.
And
It's
it was
very physical.
full on today, and then the customers went, and Sarah is brilliant at organisation. And she said, we're going to move the shop around, and we're
she
going
bossed us
to.
around for the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, she did. But we did as we were told, and actually, it's opened
looks
up the
immaculate.
shop,
I
and it
might
looks
get
amazing.
A few different things.
Her ideas are always good.
Yeah, they're always good, and we change things around, and just fresh eyes on.
Yeah.
For the regulars that come in on a regular basis, you don't want to see the same thing.
No.
Yeah.
We like Sainsbury's. We just move the apples and the carrots.
And just it is rotating.
Yeah,
rotate.
Yeah.
It is so the way we run the business, if you were to bring an item in, we have an app, we work out a price that you're happy with, we're happy with, and we can get the proper market value by using this app of a second-hand item, because obviously it's now second-hand if it comes into us. We agree a price. We put 50% commission on if we are selling shoes and dresses and separates.
Yeah.
And then it's a sliding scale on handbags.
Yeah.
So that goes down, the higher end, the handbag goes up Chanel and Hermes. That would be more like a 30% commission. So that's how we tend to work our business.
And so transparent. We say, look, we're going to give you 5. It's going out at 699 because that's its market value.
And sometimes that's what we'll do. In order to have the item, we'll take less for us, so that we're able to sell your item. You're happy because you get the amounts that you were looking for, and we're happy because we've had the we've had the what's the word? Kudos. We've had the kudos of having the item, and that's
prestige.
Worth, and the prestige that's worth more to us to have the item.
And 28 days.
And 28 days we tend to keep the item for, because if you're a regular, you like to see things refreshed. Every time you come in, you're going to see something new.
Seasonal changes.
And seasonal changes. Thanks, Pam.
Yeah.
Make sure. How do you know it's authentic and it's real? And
the app. We use the app.
Yeah. Talk about.
We have an app. We use an app. Anyone can use her. She's got a Facebook page. It's Lunique, L'_LUNIQUE, and you just put the pictures in, and she tells you you pay. It's £10. Yeah, £10.
Yeah, and if she can't do it, if it was, I don't think she does Louis Vuitton, does she?
No, she doesn't do Hermes.
So then we go to another app,
Real
but
authentic.
that actually is much more expensive.
Yeah.
It's £40 or £50.
Yeah.
But obviously, we cannot sell a very high-end piece without knowing its authenticity.
No, because even if you came in with a receipt, it could have been switched at some way. So that's how
So we
run it ourselves.
We so then we know confidently that we're selling an authentic piece. And apart from the fact that we go up to London, multi-millionaires in London do not do fake. But even so, we still have the certificate, because you don't know them.
No.
As a customer, you wouldn't know them.
No.
So we, for your peace of mind, you would want it authenticated.
And a no quibble guarantee. Any problems, no problem. We give you a full refund.
Yeah.
And we give people a couple of days to receive an item and check it out before we would say we can't refund you.
Try it on if we post.
Yeah.
Because if you're not local, you're going to buy something over the phone. You need to try it on, see if it suits you, if it fits you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you've got to be able to send it back, haven't you?
Yeah, no, definitely. I wanted to ask actually, because you two are sisters, and us two being sisters, we give so much different quality to what we do.
Oh God, yeah.
I'm the creative, and she's like the brains, like you know, in organising stuff. I mean, I love organising, but can you tell us like what different qualities you give to the business? Just out of curiosity.
Easily.
So we are total opposites.
Yeah. She's the brains, I'm the brawn.
So who's who? We need to know.
Okay, well, sales is a big thing for me. So I think I love sales. But Sarah
can't bear mess.
She cannot bear mess. She's super organised, isn't she?
Yeah. Susie said, "Well, where's the tickets?" We're in the cupboard marked tickets.
Yeah.
I know. So Sarah's so open a cupboard. Everything's immaculate. Everything's in order. Yeah. We know where everything is.
Strip the floor, clean the floor.
And what about your mum? What was she like?
Do this, do that, do that.
She's still
sell
doing
this,
it.
do that.
She still does it
She's
on a
like this.
She does it with a walking stick.
Yeah, she does it with a walking stick. Yeah.
She's got ADHD, undiagnosed. You can see.
But she was a real businesswoman because she sounded like she knew what she wanted and she just went for it. And
and Dad,
in itself, it's a big risk, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dad was still able to retire at 50.
Wow.
So she did good.
She did well.
Of our nan
she did well,
isn't it?
Yeah, you talking about this, our nan and granddad was exactly the same, but
didn't he gamble the money or something? And she was like, right, I'm going to open up a cafe, and she did so
really
well.
Oh, yeah.
That's brilliant. Yeah, and she's always like, girls, the world's your oyster. Do what you want to do, and you know,
she was the businesswoman,
she
really was. She had control of all the money, and we learnt so much off our nan because she was the businesswoman. And my granddad would bet on the horses every week. My nan had to give him pocket money because so he didn't squander it all, didn't he?
Mum and Dad in this recession time in the 70s had to work in a nightclub. Well, Mum couldn't cook. So she served the drinks and Dad did the burgers. Do you remember that? No, you were too young. And our granddad had to live with us. You know, all the way along, Mum has been the brain and Dad's been the brawn.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's so good. So, was there anything like obviously when you were doing the business and everything? Was there any like challenging times? Like, did COVID hit you throughout the business, or did it still keep running?
Well, we were really concerned about COVID, and I know lots of business owners were very concerned. Sorry, we've got something going on outside. It's noisy.
But the government supported us.
But we had huge support from the government. And I think that saved us, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Furlough. It was the furlough, wasn't it?
Well, no, we had special grants.
And
furlough was for our staff.
Furlough was for the staff, that's right.
That's because we'd owned the business long enough to receive all the grants.
Yeah. And we're still in Oxted as well. So all those years ago, where our mother started, or Barbara started, didn't she, in Oxted, I don't think we ever thought we'd stay in Oxted, but we were able to. We've been able to stay.
44 years.
People, when you mention it to people, most people have heard of Fusspots in the area and the local areas. So.
Or did you
Sorry?
in Oxted?
No, we weren't posh, darling.
No.
We're from Sutton or Slutton.
I know Sutton.
Well, we were Croydon girls. We've been all the different ends, but no, that's amazing. And would you like give advice to any like shop owners out there or people running family businesses? What's the best advice you can give? Because even working with your family, there can be challenges, can't there? Like, I mean, I love it. I couldn't trust anybody more than my family, and I would never wish to work with anybody else, if I'm honest with you.
It can be quite annoying at times.
I mean, we can be quite annoying to each other.
Well, that goes with the territory, doesn't it?
It does. Can you give any advice and your experience with working as a family and for women working in business?
we employed a fantastic manager who became the between us, really. She was with us for 12 years.
Yeah.
And obviously Auntie Pam was a manager, and that's what Pam just said. The managers held it together, and I think she's really right.
Yeah, I do.
The manager would say, "No, you must do this, do it that way," and we'd be like, "Do as we told."
Because it was our responsibility on their behalf.
Yeah. So that, I think that might have been the glue, to be honest.
Chose a couple of really good managers.
Yeah.
You know, way better than me. They were really good.
Yeah, I think it was the glue.
Yeah.
No, we just get on. I mean, I take the mickey out of Susie, something rotten, and that just works a treat.
I love it.
Yeah.
There's no one closer than your family.
Yeah.
No, but I think anybody that's ever worked for us has always,
they don't leave.
They never want to leave.
Some
they
have died.
stay. Yeah, they stay really for the whole duration. So we must be doing something right. Because they never want to leave, do they?
No, Pam retired.
Yeah,
but we dig her up once a week.
It's that trust and respect you all have for each other. Because again, the same with my business outside of this, like Boom Art's, like, you know, my teachers have been with me from the day one, and I think that says a lot about how you are as people, and like that whole respect. And everybody when we work everybody's all on the same level. There's no hierarchy in our business.
No,
because we all respect each other on the same level. We're all very grounded, and you sound like you guys are exactly the same.
We just know what we have to do.
I just think there's a common goal, really, and it's to and the bottom line is to make the business work.
Right, the bell.
Sorry, we've got a call coming. Excuse me for a minute.
Could be that moment.
We love it. This is definitely our ab fab filming day today.
I think it's Susie's phone.
You're live.
Oh, it's Susie's phone. Done at the computer.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, hang on, this is hilarious.
Live today, I love it.
Live from Fusspots.
Live from Fusspots.
We never.
Hello?
We
I'm
never,
on a podcast.
we never stop working.
I love it. So what time will you pack up tonight and go home?
We well, after this we'll pack up. But what time do we normally pack
5.
up?
5.
Yeah, we normally say 5 because we tend to do lives at 5. And the algorithm, it's really important when you do a live that you stick to the same time, because consistency for our regulars and our followers, they think, right, so I must have dinner cooking, or I'll cook after I've seen the live, or I'll pour my glass of wine. You know, it's entertainment for people that follow us. We try and make it light-hearted,
We
not
do
too.
have fun, don't
We have fun.
Yeah. We have a
do
local
have fun.
self-employed lady called Alison who comes in, and she's a stylist, and we have
She's
so
amazing.
much banter with her.
Yeah, we
and
do.
because she's got a very professional background, she knows big words and things. That works. Hi, Ali.
Hi, Ali.
Love that. I know, even I've been on your Instagram lives and stuff. So if you want to follow Fusspots, they're at Fusspots, aren't you, on Instagram?
Yes,
we are. It's Fusspots Oxted, and then there's a cheeky underscore afterwards. So it's Fusspots Oxted cheeky underscore, and we go live every Wednesday at 5 p.m. And as Sarah just had, you get people knocking on the door wanting to come in.
This is like the best podcast. We've had a glass of prosecco. We've had,
and she was on.
You're
driving. You're driving.
We love it. It's all going off in this half an hour of time. It's all going off. We love it.
I just want to say thank you for coming on the pod today.
No, we really appreciate the time. And can we wrap it up today by giving maybe one thing that you could,
one word of advice?
Yeah, one word of advice for women out there. I think what really stuck with me is your mum having that I'm gonna do this, but could you girls give one word of advice to women?
Don't rely on a man, just do it yourself.
I honestly
Sisters
believe that
are doing it for us.
Yeah, I honestly believe that you've just got to just go for it. Really, you know, if that's what you want to do, then just make that your goal and pursue it, and just always be confident about your the process and go for
Trust
it.
in the process.
Trust in the process and go for it. Because
anything?
What would you say, Pam?
Pam's lived a little bit longer.
Yeah, I was listening to, but I was thinking it's about sharing too, rather than depend, rather than have having to bear all the brunt of all the bills and everything forever and ever. Amen. You know, once your children are old enough, you can contribute, you can match it, and you feel part of it. And it's not really necessarily about women power; it's about people working together.
She loves me.
Yeah.
I have one man.
I'm married.
Oh, that's so nice. And I think for women to take this away, it's an inspiration, really. And I think it's so nice to feel that, you know, you could be running a family business or going out there on your own, but just having that confidence to be like, right, I'm gonna do this. And one thing that we've noticed massively is something that we've wanted to do, just this, for example, our podcast, everything started to flow and come to us. And if you're meant to do it, things will always work out. And they will always, you know, I think when you're not meant to be doing something, there's lots of obstacles in the way. But I think there's obstacles in life, no one can stop that. But I think it's that
when it's flowing,
when that flow of stuff.
Yes.
Even for me, and I'm like, oh God, I've not got a teacher that I need to get cover. Weirdly, that cover teacher will just come out of like the sky, and I'm like, oh right, I've got a cover teacher, and I'll be in this massive panic, but it just works out. And I think that's a massive message to everybody.
If you build it, they will come.
I think so, definitely.
And that's all the law of attraction with it as well. Like
have faith, be strong, be confident. And
have a rich man behind just in case.
I think it's rich women now, isn't it?
You're right, actually. You're right. Yeah. This is the problem. Women are so independent now. They sometimes can't find a man that's going to update. You know, you literally need to date up. But they're not out there. That's why so many single women in. But that's another podcast.
It is another podcast.
That is another podcast.
It is another podcast. I mean, ladies, you're very welcome back again. We can have a real good combo on this one, can't we? I love it. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on, and thank you for your time, Pam.
Thank you for having us.
And Sarah, thank you so much. And we love you guys. We'll see you in the shop next week.
Love you.
Thank you. Have a lovely weekend. If you're loving the show, don't forget to download our latest episodes. It helps us a ton by boosting the show and making sure more people find us.
Plus, you can listen anytime, anywhere, even offline.
And while you're at it, make sure to follow us on Spotify so you never miss a new drop.
Want even more behind the scenes content? Follow us on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok at Burnout Mummas, one word, for exclusive clips, updates and fun extras.
Hit that follow button, send us a message, and let's keep the Burnout Mummas community going.